Hi, this is Nick, Wolfman Repairs, and today we got N64 power supply. All right. Now this power supply was sent to me by Retro Rich. I'll put a link in the description below for his eBay store. He's a really cool guy. He's got some neat stuff on there. You should check it out. Anyway, he sent me this and said he'll do 10 push-ups if I could fix it. So let's see if we can fix this thing. So this is the way it was sent to me. It's missing a connector right there, and the connector's still in here. So let's open this up and see what's on the inside. Okay. Well, what it looks like is going on here was this was going to be a USB-C power supply. Now, if you haven't seen a video where I make one of these into a USB-C power supply, I'll put it up here. But yeah, he told me he's been doing this with these power supplies. So I think the first thing we do is let's plug this in and not touch the giant shocky boys. And let's see if we're getting any voltage out this here cable. Alright, don't do this at home. I'm a trained professional. Plug this guy in. Okay, plugged in now. So we should be live. Well, I mean, this is not live. This should be power in here. So these three coming down to this point here should be ground. Then 12 volts should be on the left and 3.3 volts should be on the right. So we're going to get our probes and touch ground. What we got over here? 3.5 volts. What we got over here? 11 volts. So it should be 12, but I don't think 11 volts will... Hold on a second here. We have it here, right? 11 volts at the circuit board. Went up the wire. We should have 11 volts here. We have a 3.3 here. Yes, we do. How about here? Yep. These three should be ground, or these... Yes, these three should be ground, so it should be 12 volts or 11 volts here. And we don't have that. We have it here. Huh. Okay. Let's unplug this. Alright, it's unplugged now, because you can't check continuity with power going through it for whatever reason. I don't really know the reasoning behind it, but it just doesn't work. So we do have continuity. Do we have a broken solder joint? Is the question. Well, we sure do. All of them look kind of broken. You see that here? Can you see it? Can you see what I'm looking at? Right there? See, there's a crack there? Now you can see it. There we go. Both of those are cracked. Even there's a ground one that's cracked too. So let's resolder this up, and we should be good to go after that. A little flux. Come on. I need more flux. There we go. Now that's way too much. You put so much flux on that you can't see what you're doing. That's how you roll. Okay. think we got that one covered. I'm still not trying to not touch the board in here anywhere because, like I said, those shocky boys, you don't want to get shocked. Might as well touch up the last one too. All right. All right, let's check it out now. Kind of looks worse now. How did I manage that? All right, let's redo it. There we go. My soldering iron is way too big. The tip. Just can't get in where I want to get in it. I think those are touching now. Yeah. I don't know if that's supposed to be touching, so I will redo that again. You see here, just trying to get a pointing apparatus. These two are touching now. So. I'm going to remove some of the solder just to see. So I'm pretty much removing what I just did so I can see what's supposed to be happening here. And I could just take another one that I have apart, but you know, let's just look. Let's see. Let me see what we got going on. I don't know if that's supposed to be connected or not. Let's take this other one apart. So I bought one for parts. Can you tell why it's for parts? This is a Japanese one. Let's open this up and let's just see if those are supposed to be connected before we go crazy trying to remove all that solder and doing it all over again. I'm going to have to reflow it again anyway, but let's just take a look. Man, they got He-Man at the assembly plant installing these screws. Yeah, they definitely don't want you in these. Come on. You know, I could just rewound the video and just took a look that way, I guess. But this is more fun. All right, and this is totally different. Totally different. Let me rewind the video and take a look. Ow. Got my finger. All right, so I rewound the video and took a look, and yeah, those are supposed to be connected. So let's resolder it all up again. Clean it off with a little IPA. That does not look pretty at all. But will it work? That's the question. Yeah, it looks better than it did. All right. Let's plug it on in and see what kind of voltage we get. Voltmeter, check. Whoa, whoa. You stay there. Now, where's the power? Where's the other end of the cord? Here it is. All right, I'm plugging it in. You guys watch for sparks and stuff. 3, 2, 1. Now we're plugged in. Let's check our voltages. So here's ground. $11 3.5, 3.5, and we have voltage on this wire now. Cool. All right, now it's time to get this connector back here. Oh, hold on, let's unplug this first. I'm just touching the stuff. Yeah. All right, what we got going on here? We got wires everywhere. Now let's take these wires off first. All right, I think I'm going to hold the board with my pair of locking pliers here. Like that. And then heat up each one and try to pull it out with these other pliers. With my third hand, that's not going to work. I got to hold this kind of like, what if I just hold it like that? There we go. Yeah, that'll work. I come in here with the other pliers and pull these wires out. Come on. This is not working. I need a better setup. Okay, apparently moving this around, I got another wire out. We just need one more now. Oh. I wonder if I can tilt this up so you can see. Haha. All right, now we gotta get the solder off of the port there. All right, the holes are exposed. Can you see this? Is this all blurry for you? Come on, focus. All right, so we got our connector now. So The way this works is this goes in kind of bent up like this and goes into the top of our connector here. Do I have all the holes exposed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. Come on. Come on. Do I gotta get the contraption back out again? Aha! Sweet. Now we have all of our holes exposed, I think. Alright, so this is what should go this way. Oh. There might be some solder on these wires still. Yeah, it was a little bit. Let's try to smooth it out. I might not have gotten all the solder off the holes here. I think we're good now. There we go. We're in. Okay, just gotta solder them up. Let's get a little flux on this. Just help the solder flow. Clean this flux off with the little IPA. Now let's take a look. Well, it looks okay to me. Oh, there's a solder joint right there missing. You see that? Right here. Looks like we got the 12-volt wire touching the ground here, so we don't want that. Let's see if we could undo that here. We need more flux. Might have a little too much solder too. You don't want to mess with this too much. Don't want to melt the connector. There we go. That looks good now. Come on, focus. Perfect. All right, let's just check continuity between here and here. Make sure we're all good still. All right, this should be our 12-volt line. This should be our ground. And our 3 volts. All right, so theoretically this should work. Let's slam it back together into this case and then plug it in and see what we got. Okay, it's in the case. We don't have to put the screws in right now. Get all this stuff out of my way. All right, we're going to plug it in. You guys look for sparks or anything like that. That might be fun. 3, 2, 1. We're plugged in. Nothing exploded. Let's check our voltage. So this should be ground right here. 3.3 should be on the top. 3.5, good enough. 3.5, okay. And our 12 volts should be at this bottom one. 11 volts. Sweet. So this should work. Let's grab our N64 and give it a test. Come here, N64. In you go. Power supply. We have power. And we have Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. Sweet. So we got this power supply up and running. All it had was a cold solder joint that was broken. And it's running now. So that's pretty neat. So before you condemn these things, check the solder joints. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much. And we'll see you next time.